The Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology is pushing for a bill meant to boost their ability to detect and monitor hazards like earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. We'll learn more from PHIVOLCS Director Teresito Dacolcol. Director, thank you so much once again for joining us on The Final Word. And we're here to talk about PHIVOLCS Modernization Bill. What is it all about?
This PHIVOLCS Modernization Bill is an initiative of some of our lawmakers to, as the short title implies, modernize the Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology.
Why is there a need to modernize PHIVOLCS?
There is a need to modernize PHIVOLCS because there is a huge gap between the resources allocated to the Institute vis-a-vis the hazard generators that it needs to study and monitor. So for example, everybody knows that we're in the Pacific Ring of Fire and we have 24 active volcanoes in the country. And out of the 24 active volcanoes, we're only monitoring 10 of these active volcanoes. And out of the 10 active volcanoes, only 2 are equipped with the recommended instrumentation. And also we have more than 150 earthquake generators, active faults, and 6 trenches that are capable of generating destructive earthquakes. And for the last 10 years, we have 18 destructive earthquakes. That's the reason why we need to expand our seismic monitoring network in order to study future earthquake events.
But this also needs additional budget on your end, right?
That's right. That's right. And we are proposing, hopefully, 7 billion pesos for this modernization.
And where is it right now in Congress?
It's still on the committee level in the lower
not
house.
Even in first reading or second reading? Is there a counterpart bill in the Senate or is it just in the lower house?
It's still in the lower house, but there are senators who are interested in supporting a counterpart bill in the Senate.
Well, there's still another 5 years in this administration. And what is your hope, Director, when this will be signed into law? How soon?
Hopefully within the next 3 years. If they can fast track it, then so much the better, because at the end of the day, it will be the Filipino people who will benefit greatly with the passage of this bill.
You mentioned about the Filipino people gaining from this bill, but what are the salient features that will really benefit our kababayans?
Some of the salient features including the bill would be that would not only benefit PHIVOLCS as an institute, but also the Filipino people. This would include upgrading and maintenance of the physical structures, physical resources, and the operational techniques of the institute, focused mainly on volcano, earthquake, and tsunami monitoring and warning systems. Also, there will be a sustained development of our volcano monitoring network to ensure that, to include also the all other active volcanoes that we need to monitor. This is to ensure that there will be early detection of volcanic activities. And also we need to expand our seismic network in order to ensure that there will be an uninterrupted monitoring of earthquakes and other seismic disturbances, including earthquakes which may generate tsunamis and earthquakes which may precede volcanic eruptions.
And of course, Director, when you need to monitor all of these volcanic eruptions or earthquakes, you need people. Will this also increase the number of geologists in PHIVOLCS?
Not only geologists, but like engineers and other scientists. Hopefully, with the passage of this bill, we would be able to augment the number of plantilla positions that currently we have right now.
Even the compensation of these experts.
Also, that's right. We need to also make the salaries competitive so that you would stay with PHIVOLCS. What is happening right now is we only have like 200 permanent positions, and we are hiring around 250 temporary staff. And this is not sustainable because what happens here is we train them, We hire them, we train them, and then they leave. So it's not sustainable.
Do they leave because of greener pastures in other countries?
They leave because there's no security of tenure. They're there as temporary staff. So we really need to have permanent positions in order to entice them to stay.
But do we have enough talent? Do we have enough geologists in our country? Is there the education? Are there more Filipinos who are passionate and who want to be geologists?
Well, we have many geology graduates. In fact, almost every year we have like more than 200 board passers. So, that would be enough. That would be enough. They can work for PHIVOLCS, and their number would be enough.
Well, we're keeping our fingers crossed, Director, that this bill will be passed into law with your hope that it will be within the next 3 years to protect the Philippines from all of these earthquakes.
Yeah,
right? Thank you so much for joining us on The Final Word.
Thank you for having me here.